You're watching Breakfast Central on News Central. We are on the front pages of the newspaper. Let's go straight to YouTube and let's read some comments. On YouTube, we do have Olumide says, for those who turn politics into their daily bread and tea, who cling to power out of fear of letting go. He was making a statement, possibly reacting to one of the stories that we took. Also, Huge Man 10 says, this analyst is a joke. This analyst clearly is an APC supporter. He's talking. They are not happy. They say you're an APC supporter. Are you wearing the Infinity logo? I never see my Renew Hope package now. Hey. Your Renew Hope Ramadan. Drop a comment if you received your package. There's a package going around in town. Say many Ramadan things are inside. Anyway, let's go. Depends on if you're a city boy or not. Yeah, okay. It's for city boys. Yes, village boys. You get to collect let's go to the newspaper very quickly. Let's go to the Guardian. Let's see what the Guardian has in store for Nigerians this morning. On the Guardian newspaper, on the front page, how oldest presidents tighten grip on youngest continent. Fact, I love the depiction. Metaphor. I love the picture. What they're showing you there, of course, you have, now. The African Union logo. And then you have workers. Workers in front, showing that the people who are... the continent that is filled with old men. By the way, President Paul Biya celebrated his 93rd, I believe, birthday a few days ago, and his wife was holding him for support. Can you imagine that? Let's give you another story very quickly. You want to touch on that one?
That's the main thing.
That's the main story.
Yes, actually.
It's a good report.
Since you're starting with Paul Biya, he's been in power since 1982, and this will be his 8th tenure. And I say it, if you study the concept of leadership in Africa, you will see that we do not understand that living is part of leadership. I have repeatedly said it. When you lose the power to rule, please don't lose the power to live. But African leaders are not leavers. And that's brought out from our traditional leadership philosophy. In Africa, when you become the traditional ruler of your community, the concept is for you to rule throughout life. So, because of that, we have imported that into governance. So somebody gets into power,
but the leaders there, the kings, they were not absolute leaders. Or they had checks and balances. For example, the Oyomesi, when they present the calabash to the king, means your time is up.
But the concept of traditionalism, the concept of traditionalism is actually to live throughout life. Whether you now commit some errors in the process is a different thing entirely. But if you consistently look at the lifestyle of our leaders, even politically in Nigeria today, it's about living forever. That's why a man does 2 terms and he's still fighting, he's still struggling to ensure that he installs somebody so that he can still have control over that person. Let's quickly go through some of them, because we talked about Paul Biya now. Museveni in Uganda has been in power since 1986. When you look at, we talked about Paul, even Kagame, the Rwanda you talk about, has been in power since 2000.
Then there's a quiet man in Equatorial Guinea he killed his uncle to become
what's the name? I forgot his name.
Nguemo. No. Obiang. Okay, Obiang.
If you also look at Ouattara in Cote d'Ivoire, he just won another term in 2020. So you see these people
Dennis Sassou in Congo.
Yes, you see these people continue to want to remain in power.
You also have in Togo.
Now, look at what that has done. Because somebody can argue and say, okay, it's not just about age. And the calculation of leadership in terms of age is different from what the calendar says about you. This is what I mean. You can see a Donald Trump, for example, a 79-year-old man who's going to turn 80 by June. And you can say, but Donald Trump is an old man. But what is the life expectancy in America? Life expectancy in America is 79. So when Donald Trump turns 80, it means that it's 1 year older than his life expectancy. What is the life expectancy in Nigeria? We talked about, you talked about it before. It's 54. Your president is 73.
Aye.
Now, let's even put it, because women live longer than men, averagely at 55. If we put it averagely in Nigeria at 55, and your president is 73, it means that your president is 18 years older than the life expectancy. That is what we talk about. And when you look at even the king was King Charles, it's around 77. Life expectancy there is over 80. So what we need to do, rather than worry about the age, is that people that are in power must work on better life for the people so that you can rule at 100 if you want to rule. But life expectancy will allow you.
All of us to also be alive. Uche is on the line. Uche, thanks for joining us. Uche, I don't know what your age is, but you might want to share with us if you deem fit. Go ahead.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Uche.
My brother Benga, I need an apology.
Sorry.
You people will invite us to call. We will call and call and call. Nobody will pick the call.
We are so sorry. We apologize. We'll do better going forward.
For us.
Uche, if I was the one that was speaking the call, I'll pick it immediately. Let's apportion the blame to who deserves the blame. It's mine or why that I did not pick the call on time.
Things are coming down.
Anyway, go on.
The analyst said that the prices of things are coming down. Who took the prices up there? Who took the prices up there? Is it not the party is talking about? Is it not the government he's talking about that took the prices of goods up there? When this administration came in, what was the price of goods? That is the question we ask him. You see, a political party being APC, then we are talking about PDP. I'm not a member of PDP. How many years down the line? The prices of dollar when PDP was in power was 170 or 190. Today, you are talking about 1,400 and they are saying it's coming down. It's a pity. That is Nigeria for us. God bless you people.
Okay, he's doing an analysis.
Yeah,
but
I think he didn't understand that part where I said when you measure the government with the administration with itself, not with another administration.
Okay, yeah.
Yes,
But let's go into this very important one. I'm wondering why it's not in other newspapers. It's on the front page of the Guardian newspaper. Suspected Lakura bandits attack some communities in the Arewa local government of Kebbi State. 34 Nigerians killed. The incident occurred in Kangiwa town, and another incident occurred on Wednesday targeting several villages, leaving families devastated. Since the Christmas Day bombings, and yesterday Al Jazeera came up with a piece, and also Mr. Sunday Dare was so happy to tout the partnership with Nigeria that we converted what was meant to be a confrontation with the United States into a partnership. We are now working hand in hand in dealing with insecurity. But if you follow the trajectory since that Christmas Day bombings to today, we've seen an uptick. And at what point Nigerians have a right to question? 34 lives is a lot. Every other week is either they're kidnapping or Nigerians are dying. You know, the president is coming out to say he's satisfied with the NSA's job, he's doing a good job. It's almost like security in Nigeria is meant to, it's like we're managing the optics for the Americans as long as we're not in their bad book. Regardless of how many people are dying, nobody talks about it. It's not keeping Nigerians safe for Nigerians, for Nigerian lives. It's for, okay, are we in the good books of America? Because, I mean, in what world would people be dying in these numbers week on week? And we're going about it like it's normal, and the heads are not rolling, people are not held responsible, we're just meant to, you know, we've been desensitized and move away from it. And Representative Riley Moore in the United States, who's been so quick to point to Christian genocide, he didn't mention this. If it happened in a Christian community, he would have tweeted about it, he would have said something. And I wonder why. Is it because the victims are Muslims? And this should not be so. Any Nigerian life is important. 34 people were killed in Kebbi State in the last few days, and we're moving on like nothing happened.
My major fear is, I fear that we've got a point where the number does not make any significant impact on our mind. And it's a dangerous state that we've got to. Either we've gotten used to it, or the government has gotten used to it. Whichever way, it's not going to lead us to a good place. And I've said it repeatedly, that when government comes out to celebrate victory over terror, I keep asking myself, do we really understand what terrorism is all about? It's not a fight of deadline. It's that of consistency. You are not going to say, oh, you won on Christmas Day, that you are going to go on break on New Year Day. Consistently, you have to be able to, and the best way to do it is to rally the community member against insecurity. And the best way to rally community members against insecurity is to make them believe in your government. So what we're saying by extension is that we can fight insecurity by making the people to believe in their government. And the best way to make the people to believe in their government is for you to come across as that you are working for them. As it is now, there's a huge gap between what the government is saying and what the people are hearing. And that's why anything you say that looks pro-government, they come out to attack you quickly. Why? It's not about what you said. It's about the internally generated data in the head of the people that the government is consistently against them. So how do we solve this problem? And I think it's beyond, oh, my administration is building road. I said there was something that happened in 2020 during NSAS. Some group of young men were going to destroy, I don't know where they were going. And police was trying to engage them. You know the way the Nigerian police will react to. Then an Air Force officer was in the scene. He came with his boys. And he spoke to these guys. And he told the police people to be going in the front. That they should use his own vehicle as a buffer between the mobbing crowd and the police. And it became back and forth. Do you know that these people that were going to destroy whatever it is they were going to destroy, they turned back one after the other? It's a video. If you Google it, you will see it.
Based on the intervention of the Air Force officer.
Intervention of the officer. That tells you that what Nigerians need is inspirational leadership. That will show to them that, oh, we're actually working for them.
So the president hasn't spoken to Nigeria. He hasn't addressed Nigerians since December.
Beyond,
up until now.
Yes,
is that part of it?
Beyond even speaking, in political communication, how the people perceive what you say is more important than what you say. So beyond even speaking, are you talking politics, or are you speaking to the ears of the people or their soul?
Anyway, let's take Sam from PH. Sam, good morning.
Good morning.
All right.
The react of the killing in Kebbi State, 34. It's not a welcome development. And I want to appeal to our president. He's talking about 2020. He's talking about 2027 election. Before he talk about 2027 election, let him make sure that the life of Nigeria, we are same. We voted for him and we need his protection as a president. He's the father of all nations. The way they are killing Nigeria on daily basis is not good, it's condemnable. The government also, they are collecting security, but just make sure that they are very safe, they are all safe. Thank you and God bless you people.
All right. That's, you could tell the pain in his voice.
Because it seems we're more focused on politics in 2027.
I mean, Abuja tomorrow would be heavily secured because they have to secure the ballot, and that will be a test drive. Let's go to Daily Independent. Like
16,000 policemen
16,000 policemen on
for
ground.
municipal elections.
Elections.
Where
so
bandits are kidnapping and killing Nigerians.
We don't have over 16,000 police. Have we even heard in the news that IGP deploys 17,000 police officers to guard the Lokoja,
or to flush out some forest,
or to forest guards? I mean, anyway. Let's take this final story. We have 3 minutes to go. Daily Independent. This one is one I think you should react to. Rivers lawmakers withdraw impeachment move against Governor Sim Fubara and his deputy.
One of the biggest, let me use the word, backlash I received on this program was from this story. When I left here, after I talked about, hey, but the truth is that this has shown that politics is not about emotion. And one of the reasons why they ride over our head is because they know that we are extremely emotional. When I gauge, I was in Rivers, I told you, when I gauge the pulse of the people, I saw that the ordinary people on the street, they are in full support of Fubara. But when I gauge the politics of Rivers, the politics of Rivers is in the grip hand of Wike. And philosophically, if you trace it backward, anytime there's a clash between the people of the land and the politics of the land always prevails and triumphs. Why? Because there's never been a single election in Nigeria where 50% of eligible people go out to vote. As long as you have ridiculous number of people going out to vote, one person somewhere will control their vote, and there's nothing anybody can do about it. I said it then, and I'm going to say it again, that there are people I call political portables that you cannot fight and win in public places. And I caution the governor of Rivers, if you remember, that going to say, if you want to follow Tinubu, don't follow Kona. It's not the way forward. Because you have not got the power. You should know how to manage. Leadership is about managing. Leadership is about cautioning. Leadership is about tolerating.
I think the first thing he needs to do, following your advice, is to first sack those band members. I mean, they're the ones that used to inspire.
He has sacked all his commissioners.
Okay,
in the first place.
And it seems like it's like the agreement, the new agreement.
Yes, in the first place, sir. In the first place, sir. Truth be told, in the first place. The first step that Fubara took, that I knew that Baba didn't understand this game very well, was the fact that he went to appoint commissioner. You don't even need commissioners. You don't need a House of Assembly approval to have essays, that's special assistant, and senior special assistant. Put those guys on the street. You can have as many as 120. Let them do your political run. Use the civil servant,
the permanent secretaries,
to run the ministry.
Just like we saw a member of Fubara team who appointed 100 and something.
Yes, I remember that guy. So, what the people of Rivers want is peace. And I hope they've got the peace that they want. Peace that will translate into development. I'm not saying peace that will translate into the resources of government going into the pocket of one person, but peace that will translate into better life for Rivers people. That's what I pray for them.
Okay. Well, that does it.
So, does this also, I mean, does it mean no more drama in Rivers State for the foreseeable future?
Foreseeable future, you see, the greatest beneficiary of what's happening in Rivers is President Tinubu. That is the great, and that's why we always come and pacify everybody, just calm down. What will happen is that they will do the presidential election first. If by chance, because Wike has offended a lot of people, both within PDP and within APC. Now, if those people are coming after him now by giving Fubara the second-term ticket, what he will do, which is the reason why I think they are keeping PDP alive, they don't want to crush the party and kill it, is what he will likely do, this political prophecy, is that he will get another person, put him under PDP. By then you will have seen that miraculously the crisis in PDP, because you want to flush out some people. They will go out now. They are you are hearing their talk about ADC. All of them will go out. Then peace will return to PDP. So if they give Fubara the ticket, the governorship ticket, he will now raise another person from PDP. And President Tinubu will be doing like this, will be watching. You know why? Because it will mean that both PDP and APC will work for him. He will win his election because they will do his election first. After winning his election,
you'll be on your own. But seriously, why can't we just, I mean, and it's waste of time, productivity, why can't we have all the elections in one day as part of this electoral reforms?
So
why
reduce
do you
the
have
873 billion?
Yes, to reduce money. Is it not just one extra ballot paper that you print?
The solution is not even.
Or is it the counting that is?
No, the solution is to curb this theft and all those things. And
all these demonic scheming.
Exactly. Do you want to know the reforms that is needed? We don't even, we have money. That 80-something billion. If we spend 10 trillion to get credible election, it's not too much because everybody has pointed to election as a problem. But let me tell you that the reforms that Nigerians may not know, people in authority know, but they will never do, is that don't leave it to INEC discretion to put presidential election first. Once you put presidential election first, you have rigged the other election tactically. Because in politics, whosoever becomes the president dictates the direction of the other votes.
True. So everybody do everything.
No, don't let us do everything. Start from House of Assembly, sir. You will see we have 80 political parties now. Most names you don't get to know. Yeah. You will see that when you start from the lowest, you will see all of these political parties will have the capacity to win election. Then do governorship. You will see that this winner takes all will naturally die. People in power know this, but they will never practice it.
You're see right. That reform? And nobody is talking about it.
Nobody is talking about it.
Focus on electronic transmission.
Actually, everybody knows. See, this thing is a game changer. It's a game changer.
That's a good strategy.
Yes.
Thank you so much. That's why we always have you here. Just read the final comment. Someone said, yes, the analyst is now speaking like a patriotic Nigerian.
Hey,
baby. Kudos. No, he said kudos. Kudos. On that note, we want to say thank you so much for joining us on Breakfast Session. It's been a fantastic week We'll see you again on Monday.
Yeah,
By then,
and Olive will be back on
Yeah.
Monday from
My
our
name is
national
John Hansen,
assignment.
by the way. Thanks
and
for
I'm
watching.
Govt. Have a fantastic weekend.